Well, hello, everybody. Welcome in once again to another edition of Inside the Lions Den. And I am with the man of the hour for the men's soccer team right now, and that is Elvis Menayese. And he's the man of the hour because he came up with a double overtime golden goal last night on Tuesday night against Clayton State and an incredible comeback down 3-1. They came back and scored three unanswered goals. And of course, Elvis, your goal was the last one. We welcome you into the program. First off, how did it feel? I mean, that's got to be an incredible feeling and something people won't really some people won't ever experience.
Yes, definitely. First off, it was a good experience and it was great to get a winning goal. But at the end of the day, it was a collective team effort. A lot of emotions were flying high, as you can see from the celebrations. But at the end of the day, we won the game, which was the most important thing. And I'm glad that I could have contributed to the team goal.
And I know, we talked about it on the broadcast last night. I know the spring didn't go the way you wanted it to, and especially here at home. So it had to be big getting that first win, especially in such a great way. But just any win at home right now had to be a good feeling now as you advance on into the rest of the season.
Yes, definitely. One of our main targets this year is to win at home all the time. That's our home, that's our fortress, and that's what we want to keep on doing, winning games, winning games. And we faced a lot of challenges last time. We came across adversaries, and also it was challenging at times. But the main thing, our coach kept pushing on the message: keep pushing on. You're the home side, you're the better side, and eventually the better side is going to prevail at the end of the day. Even though when we went down to 10 men, we still had the belief, the team spirit that we needed to show that character that's installed in us. We didn't have the best of springs um, going into this fall semester, but the end goal for us today is just to win games and push on and show everyone what Queen's all about.
Well, and it's funny you say that, and I think that's going to be something that's maybe a little bit lost in translation when people look at that box score and say, "Man, they came back and scored three goals, two of them in the final 2 minutes of the regulation, and then of course the overtime winner." But like you said, you did it a man down, and I know Coach talked to us about that after the game as well. But in terms of those scenarios, what were you guys saying during those breaks that you had, and as you saw the comeback starting, what were you guys telling each other on the field, and what was your bench saying to you guys too?
The main thing was to stay compact, stay united. We knew that we always got the talent going forward with people like Felipe, Jaden, Charles Bass, other people on the team that can contribute with goals. So we knew that we had the pace and power that if we had one chance that we would eventually take it. The main thing for us was playing with 10 men, staying compact, staying narrow, making sure that we made it difficult for them. And eventually we knew that one chance would come our way. And the big thing helped with the fans playing at home at Queens in Charlotte, a lot of support, which was great to see. And that's kind of pushed us to the next level. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that was watching and supporting us.
Well, we had a lot of folks viewing it, but also the people that were there. Nobody left. Everybody just went down to the field as you guys started to make that comeback, and it was pretty special to watch you guys get those final two goals. Of course, taking advantage of mistakes made by the defense of the Clayton State Lakers, but at the most part, of course, Felipe Mendonca continuing his scoring prowess, a hat trick in the game, and then you came up with that. Can you take us to that moment when you got the ball on your foot, and it might have been a blur at the moment, I don't know, but at that being said, you had some pretty good footwork going on that, and then you turned around and saw that ball go into the back of the net. What was going through your mind when that ball got onto your foot, and how did you complete that play?
And yeah, the ball came to me on my chest, and I was trying to think about hitting it with my right foot, but I'm predominantly left-footed. So, but also at the back of my mind, I was like, okay, I'm in a good position here. I'm in a box, and if he wants to get the ball around me, he has to foul me or some sort of way. So my main thought is like I was rolling the defender most of the time during the game. So I thought if the ball comes to me, I'm gonna try and swivel with my body, hold him off. And then just I needed that little yard. All I needed was a small yard to get my shot up. I thought about setting it to the boys that were coming onto it, but I thought just get a little swivel in and then hopefully hit the back of the net, which I was delighted to see. I think a
Well,
lot of the boys would be angry if I didn't score following that play.
well, it's funny. I was saying the same thing. I'm sure your teammates are okay not getting the passing as the ball went into the back of the net. And, it really was. It was something special to watch after that ball went through the net. Your teammates came screaming onto the field. And, it was a fantastic feeling, I'm sure, for you. But looking ahead at the rest of this season, knowing that you didn't have the spring that you wanted, you take a tough loss to start the year, but then you come out and do something like that here at home. What kind of confidence does that give you going into the game next week against Wingate? A week from Wednesday, you guys are back on to Dixon Field to take on a rival in Wingate. So what kind of confidence does that give you guys?
It's massive, to be honest, to win the game like the way we did with 10 men, to go through the tough times and then push through it.
Mhm.
I think it just puts us in a good stead going forward. We know that what we're able to achieve, what we can push towards. And I think it's a grand mark of the work we're able to do, that we can't fall below that barrier. It's a team effort at the end of the day. So we're going to get back at it at the training field, knowing that that's just the start of the day. That's just the start, the first one, and there's many more to come. But I think we have that same mindset going forward into every single game. We'll do well. Conference game against Wingate, the big rivalry game. We're looking forward to it. Um, we're home at the end of the day. It's our turf, and they're coming here, and we're going to show them what Queens is all about. Hopefully, come Wednesday.
Well, as Coach Correa's told us on the broadcast like last night, you got to protect that house, right?
Definitely, yeah, for sure.
Well, speaking of Coach Correa's, obviously you've been under his tutelage for several years now. A transfer here to Queens, yourself. What brought you to Queens, and what do you hope to leave on the field when all is said and done here as your career continues on?
Yeah, definitely. Elvis Chris brought me here, and it's a great program to be on. There's a family feel home factor when I got here from the moment. The coach is great to work with. He's always pushing people on. The best thing about it, like he knows how to manage different players, knowing what works for them, what doesn't work for them. And for me going forward, I just want to be as successful as possible with Queens this year. And at the end of the day, it's a team effort. We're just pushing to win games this year. I think the many games we win, we're going to be right up there come November time, and then hoping to push on to win the conference, and then hopefully make an appearance in NCAA, because we've got previous for doing that, and we want to continue down and build on the history which this program has done with the help of Carriers from our coach Ali.
Absolutely. Well, Elvis, I appreciate you taking some time out of your day off here to have a conversation with us. But best of luck, of course, on in for practice, then on into next week. We'll be there with you on next Wednesday night when you take on Wingate back on Dixon Field. But congratulations again on the goal. It was fun to watch. It was fun to call, and always fun to see the Royals take a W at home.
Definitely. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak to me. Look forward to seeing you throughout the rest of the season.
Absolutely. My pleasure. All right, that's going to do it for another Inside the Lions Den right here on the Queen Sports Network. Make sure you like and subscribe down there at the bottom on YouTube, and, of course, on across our social media platforms as well. For Elvis Menayese, the golden goal winner last night against Clayton State, we appreciate you joining us. And as always, I'm Mike Lennon. Go Royals.